It was just always in the back of my mind, felt a bit uncomfortable doing these things, and it was fear as well. It was me scared that I was going to end up in hospital again, that I was going to have to go through this mental pressure of not being able to do things for myself. Episode 1. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of. I don't even know what to call this yet. So by the time this is uploaded, you would probably see a name, but as of shooting, I don't have a good name for it yet. But welcome to the first episode. Yeah, I appreciate everyone being here. This is just a little introduction of me. Yeah, little introduction so that you get to know me a bit better and can see if you can latch on to anything that I'm talking about. I'm here to talk about basically anything and everything. I'm having a bit of a laid back type of vibe. I'm not going to dwell too much into negativity over here. So if you're looking for anything on that side of things, you're at the wrong place. Yeah. Well, first things first. My name's Dale. I'm from like all over. I was born in Namibia. I moved out of Namibia when I was about 6 years old. Obviously, not my choice, parents' choice. Not saying it was the wrong thing to do. It's just what happened. I actually enjoyed life outside of it. I moved to Bloemfontein in South Africa. I spent my childhood there. Left when I was 18, moved to Pretoria, and yeah, I've spent the majority of my life now in Pretoria. What interests me a lot is reading comics. I'm a bit of a comic guy. I enjoy watching football, support Liverpool, and yeah, I enjoy console gaming. Um, yeah, almost any kind of gaming, board games. I've actually gotten into D&D over the last couple of months. Really enjoy it. Currently playing in a rogue character. His name is Edwin. Yeah, yeah, that's a bit of what I've been doing over the last couple of months. And yeah, if we have to push that a bit further back, I would say, yeah, about a year ago, I was working for a alcohol company, redistribution. I I enjoyed it there for about a short time. I don't think it suited me towards the end. I had a lot of promise in the beginning, and yeah, it didn't kind of come out. Whether it was my fault or the company's fault, who knows? We always like to shift blame onto other people, and we hardly look inward. So maybe it was just wrong place, wrong time, and maybe in another place, another company, it would have worked out. But that's in the past. That was about a year ago, almost exactly since I left. Um, and after that, I decided, look, I need to move out of this company. I need to grow as a person. I felt a bit stuck, so handed in my resignation, had my farewell, did all the good stuff. I yeah, I decided that the oncoming year was going to be growth, travel, experimenting, seeing what I wanted to do, and I feel like I've done that. I resigned. I spent a couple months getting gaming gear together as much as I could with the funds that I had. I started streaming, well, continued streaming, but I was able to put more time into it now because that was what I had. I had time. It was a couple months. Yeah, so I left in February from work. I spent March, April, and a little bit of May doing my streaming here in Pretoria. I moved, not moved. I traveled overseas. I was in Netherlands. You can have a look at the Instagram stories, and those are actually from a while back. But yeah, I go there every now and again because I have family over there. So that was a good breakaway for me to go there to be with familiar people, and I try to work a little bit with my brother, not anything to earn anything, just to gain experience. So it was a lot of volunteer kind of things that I did, and I did a bit of streaming there as well, which was weird for me that it did slightly better over there than it did back in South Africa. So yeah, I did that. I traveled a bit. Was in Belgium, momentarily I was in France for about a week. So I did move around over there. I met some good and cool people that I really enjoy spending time with, engaging with, exchanging ideas, and yeah, I that's where I actually picked up Dungeons and Dragons (D&D). I never thought I'd enjoy it. I always saw it online or or people playing it on TV shows, and it was never my thing. I was like, it's quite a look too intense. I was never into like a role playing thing. Even RPG gaming, I wasn't totally into that. There's some RPGs that I do enjoy playing, but not. I did not think that D&D was going to be something that scooped me up the way it did. And I've been playing it now since June, July of last year. So at time of recording, it's about 6, 7 months that I've been playing this. I've been a DM or a GM myself, Dungeon Master, Gaming Master, however you want to call it. I've done that myself, but I mostly enjoy going on the adventures as the characters. I don't mind doing the DMing, obviously, but everyone has their interests and what they like more. And I enjoy doing the adventure part, which is quite cool. Yeah. The reason I started up this podcast was I feel like I still need a lot of learning to do when it comes to the online side of social media. I've tried this when I was working still, and like I said, there wasn't a lot of time because I'd have a lot of overtime. I'd have to work over weekends. You get home, you're tired, and that should never be an excuse, but I really don't have an excuse now. I can't say I'm too tired to do something because this is what I'm doing, and the things I'm doing outside of this for money is it's not that taxing on me physically. So I'm able to move a bit more fluently about the day and not struggle here and there. And I should be able to do these things consistently. And I pray that I do that and that I do come into contact with people that are like minded, that want to do things, because sometimes you stumble upon people who are very hyped up about things. And they really want to do a lot of things that they see online and it looks interesting, but when push comes to shove, when they really have to bite down and work at it, they'll let you down. And this is not to say anyone in particular. It's just to say that maybe you don't always find the person that you want to work with immediately. So sometimes you can't wait for people to either wake up, or you can't wait until you find someone to have your same kind of vision, if I could put it that way. And that is yeah, because it's disheartening. It's you get excited about something and it doesn't come through, and you can't blame anyone but yourself because you keep on waiting for someone else. And I feel like I was doing that, and it's this is really not a put down on anyone else. It's a more of a I shouldn't I shouldn't wait until someone wants to do something who is like minded like me, instead of just starting up, meeting people that are in this kind of space. And this is what the podcast is about. I'm trying to invite interesting people that I know on. I might not always have a guest on here, but I'm trying to push to at least one a month. So, so that's yeah. I mean, exchanging ideas, doing any funny things. We're gonna have a very relaxed environment. It's not gonna be like an interview. You'll be watching basically two friends talking it out. I have one coming up. Yeah, I'll. I don't know if I should introduce it now. I guess before I upload this video, you might see something in the description about the next guest, or maybe not. So keep tuned. We'll see. We'll see how that works. Uh, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I'm doing this to learn about myself, to learn what this space is about, to grow as a creator, to get a bit more comfortable in front of camera. I feel like I've worked on that a little bit, not entirely so. The streaming has helped me speak to no one. Basically, I've been on stream where I've had zero viewers for hours and hours and days, and I just learn to keep conversation and talk when there's empty space, when chat is empty, when nothing's happening. So I feel like in that regard, I've grown quite a bit uh, in howing to do. What is howing to do? What does that even mean? How to fill a bit of dead space, how to prep some things that need to be prepped. In no way am I a master of what I'm doing. Hence why I said I'm I'm doing this for growth, to try and move forward in this space, to get to know people, to learn from them. Yeah. Um, my goals for this coming year will be a bit. Hmm, yeah, it's nothing is concrete, set in stone yet. But if I could be a bit broad about things, it's growth, growing in what I'm doing. Um, I need financial stability, which is what I'm pushing for. I'd love to get healthy again. I'd like to get in shape. Since my knee injury, I got injured a couple of years ago. I tore my ACL. I was out for over a year, basically, from doing anything physically. When I got back, obviously I did some things. I cycled. I try to keep fit here and there, but it was just a bit weird, like having this foreign object in my knee instead of my actual ACL, my actual tendons and things. It was just always in the back of my mind, felt a bit uncomfortable doing these things, and it was fear as well. It was me scared that I was going to end up in hospital again, that I was going to have to go through this mental pressure of not being able to do things for myself, like carry a glass of water from the kitchen to the room, or just walk around and standing and drinking this thing. It's a it was so hard for me to rely on people, and I'm super grateful for everyone that has helped me through that moment. That has helped me. I had to move houses in that at that point because I didn't have any medical cover. I had to relocate, and yeah, my funds, it went all into my recovery. And this is why I'm trying to regain my financial freedom, trying to regain my health, trying to get back to a point where I am self-reliant. And yeah, this looks like a nice outlet to talk about that stuff. And if this turns into something worthwhile, I mean, why not? I'll grab onto it because I feel like I do enjoy what I'm doing at the moment. I do enjoy being on camera. I do enjoy streaming. I enjoy the media world. Even though I do feel like I need to reduce my consumption and increase my production. Yeah, this is basically where I'm standing, and where I am in life. Nothing else more to say. I hope you guys grab onto this. Hope you see this, and will be keen for my next guest. It will be here soon. Yeah, a few things that maybe I could tell you about this guest is that he is into music, he is into the arts. He's a creative, he's a very relaxed person, laid back. I know him for well, we knew about each other for about 2 to 3 years now. We've actually properly connected over the last couple of weeks. We've been speaking, and it turns out we are very, I wouldn't say similar, but we're on this, we have the same frequency, if I could put it that way. And we have an understanding. We know where the other one is coming from, and we know where we want to go. The next guest, interesting person, cool guy. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah, and hopefully by that time we'll have a name for the show, for the podcast. This has been quite relaxing, quite enjoyable for me. This will not be the normal setup going forward. Maybe for the next one-on-ones that I do, I will be having online podcasts as well, where not necessarily streaming, but they will be on a video call. I'll be talking to someone over chatting that way. But the next guest will be live, uh, not not live online, but he will be in the same room as me will be talking together. Actually, looking at the space now, I'm not going to show you guys because it's not ready. It's not going to take that much time, and this will be done very soon after I've shot this video. And yeah, this has been a good 15 minutes or so. And yeah, the ideas are just going to keep flowing in on how to improve this. That's it. I think that's it. I guess if there's anything I missed out on, you guys will figure it out as time goes on. There will be hopefully countless more podcasts, and you guys will dig a bit deeper into me. A few things that I do not want to say because it feels like I'm rubbing in people's faces. I'm not going to bring it up now. I'd rather leave that for a later stage in life. Or not life, later stage for this podcast. In future episodes, you'll get to know the small points about me a bit better. And yeah, but yeah, look out. I'm looking to invite all kinds of people over. They will be talking about some of their own interests as well and where they're going in life and all that jazz. Similar to what I'm doing now, but there'll be a bit more back and forth because there will be people that are actually close to me that you'll see we get along quite well. There'll be people I don't know that well that you'll see as well. Hopefully, I can make it a warm presence for them to relax, which is the aim of the show. I'd like everyone to like sit down, sit back, kick your shoes off. This was fun. This was good. This is the conclusion of the first episode, and I hope that you guys had fun, and I hope to see you soon. Yeah, we'll be talking, guys. We'll be chatting. Cheerio.